Yugapadadvandvam bhakta-brinda samanvitam Sri Caitanya Prabhum Bande Nityananda Sauritam Sri Nandanandanam Bande Radhika Charnadayam Gopijana Samayuktam Brindavana Manoyam Anarpita Charim Chirat Karanaya Vatirna Kalau Samarpaitu Munato Jvala Rasam Sabhakti Shriyam Haripurata Sundara Jyoti Kadamba Sandipita Sadaridaya Kandare Spuratu Baha Sachinandana Bancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripasindhubhya Evacha Patitanang Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shadaita Gadadha Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare Hare. I was thinking we read something from Sri Chaitanya Caritamrita. This is Amrita. If you open any page, it is nectar. It is really very nice. This is the golden pot. Krishnadas Kaviraj, he is a Rasya Bandari. He is the Bandari, the storekeeper. And he put all this rasa in one Himakumbha, it was said, in some golden pot. And this is the golden pot, Chaitanya Caritamrita, where Kaviraj Gosvami put so much nectar of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We cannot say all, because his nectar is unlimited. But this Chaitanya Caritamrita is also unlimited. Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he sometimes said, if all books are lost in this world, and only Chaitanya Caritamrita is left over, there's no loss at all. If there's all single books will be destroyed, but only this one will remain. Everything we have still got. You see, Srimad Bhagavatam is the essence of all Vedas. Veda, Vedanta, of everything. Srimad Bhagavatam is the essence. And Chaitanya Caritamrita is the essence of the essence of Srimad Bhagavatam. And the chapter is chapter 16 from Antya Lila. That is actually the chapter how Mahaprabhu is tasting Mahaprasad, but there are other many topics included also. Vande Shri Krishna Chaitanyam Krishna Bhavamritam Hiyaha Asvadaya Svadayan Bhaktam Prema Diksham Ashikshayat. So my Kaviraj Goswami in the beginning, he is Vande Shri Krishna Chaitanyam. He is offering his prayers to Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Krishna Bhava Amritam Hiyaha, who is personally tasted the nectar of Krishna Bhava Amrita, Krishna's ecstasy. He tasted that. And he made also the devotees taste that. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself. He came to taste himself, Krishna's, his own. Krishna came to taste Krishna's name, Krishna's bhava, Krishna's seva, Krishna's bhakti. Himself he came. And he made also others to taste it. And he, in this way, he instructed them and gave them initiation into Prema Diksha. He gave Prema Diksha. Mahaprabhu gave this. He initiated that. What long time has not given before. Anarpita charim chirat karunaya avatirna kalau. Only one reason why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared. That is his mercy. That is the main reason. So many other reasons are there. Advaitacharya was calling him. And the time for the Yuga Avatara was also there, and this and that, and Parvati also, she was praying to Mahaprabhu. And so many reasons are there, but actually the only reason is his mercy. Like how to understand Krishna. How we can understand Krishna? Krishna said, Bhakti Mama Vijanati. By bhakti you can understand me. How Mother Yashoda bound Krishna. How she did that. So, by her endeavor, she tried so much to bind the Krishna. When she whole day was working and became tired and sweating, then Krishna Drishtva parishrama Krishna kripayasit svabandhane. Then Krishna was bound, actually not by Mother Yashoda's love, by his own mercy he was bound. That is the meaning. It's mentioned, kripaya asit svabandhane. By his mercy he became bound up. Because he agreed, okay, she's so much trying for me, so let me be bound up. Then Krishna was bound up. By Mother Yashoda's love, without love you cannot bind Krishna also. So how to understand Krishna? It said, Bhakti Mama Vijanati. Krishna himself said, how you can understand me? By bhakti, but only if he gives mercy, then we can understand him. Otherwise not. Even we try, we apply all our bhakti if we have some, but if Krishna does not want, nobody can understand him. So also why he appeared in this universe? Only out of his mercy. Karunaya avatirna kalau. This is his parama karuna. His supreme mercy came in this form as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He came to out of mercy only, and he gave what has not been given before. In so many yugas, millions of years has not been given, billions of years actually. Jai Jai Shri Caitanya, Jai Nityananda, Jai Dvaita Chandra, Jai Gourpremanande. Before we speak about Mahaprabhu, we glorify Nityananda, Gauranga, Nityananda, Advaita Chandra, and all the bhaktas. They bless us to enter into that Leela, and we pray to Gurudev to give mercy. Otherwise we cannot understand that. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in Puri, and he took sannyas and he stayed in Puri, and every year from Bengal, from Navadip, these 500 kilometers something, devotees were walking to Jagannath Puri. Whole group of devotees, they came and they stayed for Chaturmasya Vrata there, staying, there's Ratha Yatra and so many festivals there, and they stayed for 4 months with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So many devotees came, that is, we cannot imagine what was that Sangha of devotees. We saw our Gurudev, we experienced our Gurudev, we experienced some pure devotees, but one here, one there, but there hundreds came together and they did kirtan and all this Leela. So what kind of spiritual current was there present, it is impossible to describe. And what to speak of so many pure devotees, Prem Purushottam Satchidananda Gaura Hari was there, he was the center, so all around him. And he had many, many devotees. Actually, Mahaprabhu, he is Krishna when he is an Acharya. Krishna is not Acharya. In Vrindavan, he is not at all an Acharya, he is just enjoying life. He is Lampata, we say in Sanskrit, means like a very loose character he has. He is not caring for anything. So, but that same Krishna, who does not care for any principles, he comes as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and keeps all principles perfectly. Even when he was a Grihastha, he was a perfect Grihastha. And when he took sannyas, he was a perfect sannyasi. He is Acharya, but he is not teaching everything himself. He has his devotees through whom he is teaching many things. Harinam, he is teaching through Haridas Thakur, Namacharya Haridas Thakur, how to chant Harinam, in which attitude. Haridas Thakur was so humble that it was painful for Mahaprabhu to see that humility. He preached this Rasa Tattva to Rupa Goswami, Sambandha Gyan he preached to Sanatana Goswami, Prayojan Tattva to Raghunath Das Goswami. Cooking he was preaching to, who was the cooking Acharya? Raghava Pandit. He was showing how to cook for Krishna. He had such a high standard. Mahaprabhu was so pleased when he saw that purity and that quality of the cooking. So in this way, many, many acharyas are there. And there is one acharya also who showed the example how to honor Maha-maha-prasadam. prasadam, when we offer some food to Krishna, any food stuff, we call this is Maha-prasad. But if some Vaishnavas will take that, it becomes Maha-maha-prasad. That becomes more powerful. And even if more Vaishnavas will take, it is better. If some plate is there, everybody will take, you are the last one, you get all bhava from all the devotees. It will fill your heart. And there is one devotee who is the acharya for that. And his name is Kalidas. Kalidas, very simple devotee, but very high class also. And he came also with the Bengali devotees. From Bengal he came to Mahaprabhu. And then they came like everywhere. And then he said here, Tansabara Sangha Aila Kalidasa Nam Krishna Nam Binateha Nahi Kahayan. Kalidas he came with all the devotees from Bengal, and from his mouth only one thing came, this is Harinam. He not speak anything, not interested to speak anything but Harinam. This is symptom of a Vaishnava, no? Only Harinam will come from his mouth. No interest in this Gramya Kata. When Raghunath Das Goswami wanted some direct instruction from Mahaprabhu, Mahaprabhu gave him in the care of Swarup Damodar Goswami, but he came to Mahaprabhu himself, I want some direct instructions. And what he said, Gramya Katana Shunive, Gramya Katana Kaibe. Don't listen any worldly topics, don't speak any worldly topics. This is very, very important actually. That was the first instruction. Don't eat nice food, don't dress nicely, and in your mind, day and night, serve Radha Krishna, chant the holy name with your mouth. That is the instructions. This is the standard Mahaprabhu gave. Maha-bhagavata-teha sarala udar Krishna nama sankete chalaya vyavahar. So he was a Maha-bhagavata, means topmost devotee. Topmost devotee means wherever he looks he sees Krishna only. In everyone's heart he sees Krishna, everywhere he's looking he sees Krishna. And he was a Sarala and Udar, very simple but very magnanimous. This is, simplicity is Vaishnavism, and also to be open-minded. That we should stay always with the holy name in the heart, stay always with Gurudev in the heart, but be open to everyone. You know, the thing, oh, this is Maya, this is wrong, he is a karmi, he is a sinner, he is that, things like that. All are Krishna's jivas. But inside, we stay with our Gurudev's lotus feet, with Gurudev's instructions. So whatever he did, Kalidas, he was chanting Harinam. If he was cooking, he was chanting Harinam. He was cleaning, chanting Harinam. He was working, anything he was doing, he was chanting Harinam. Kautuke tenho jadi, pashaka khelai, Hare Krishna, Krishna kari, pashaka chalai. Sometimes he was even gambling, it is said. He was gambling, and then when he was throwing the dice, he was also chanting Hare Krishna. So, that Kalidas. So one should not practice it. Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur gives warning, hey, don't imitate the great devotees. We should not gamble. Prabhupada gave these principles, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, because Kali is there in gambling. So if you start gambling, you will start quarreling. But pure devotees, what they do, they can do anything. But what he was doing, throwing dice, chanting Hare Krishna. Raghunatha dasyarteha haya gyati kuda Vaishnavera uchishta khaiteteha haila buddha. So he was some uncle of Raghunath Das Goswami, so he is related to the family. And whole life he took Vaishnavera uchishta, the remnants of the Vaishnava's plates. Whole life he did. Now even he was old, he was a senior devotee, but he still was eager for the Maha-maha-prasad of the Vaishnavas. Because he realized this is great secret and great power is inside there. Gauda deshe hoye jata Vaishnaviragan sabara uchishta teha karila bhojan. So how many Vaishnavas are there in Gauda Desh, in Bengal? He took the remnants of every single one. That was his sadhana. That was his mission. He went, that is one endeavor also. He will have to endeavor. That is also one sadhana. Also, so many sadhanas are there, not just sitting and chanting Harinam. He was always chanting Harinam, but also he was endeavoring to get the Maha-prasadam of all Vaishnavas. Out of respect and out of his realization, because he understood this is very, very powerful. Brahmana Vaishnava Jata Chota Bada Hai Uttama Vastu Bhetalaya Tandra Tahi Jai. So he would go to all the Vaishnavas, to the Brahmanas, Brahman Vaishnavas, Chota or Bada, if they are young or if they are old, and he brought some Uttama Vastu, he brought first class bhoga, some nice fruits, something, whatever, and gave as a present to the Vaishnavas. Tandra tai shesha patra layena magiya kahana payata be rahe lukaya. So, and after he would beg for the shesha patra, for the remnants, what is left over. And if they would not give it, because Vaishnavas generally will not give that, no? Because Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote one song, if you read that. That Vaishnavas, Kripa Karo Vaishnava Thakur. They said that if I become so puffed up, Nija Shrestha Jani, if I think I am bigger than others, I am better than others, Uchishtati Dane, I will give my remnants to others because I am thinking I am so merciful and give others my remnants, then I will carry a big load of abhiman, of pride, I will just become proud. And if I am thinking I am a Vaishnava, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Ami to Vaishnava, e buddhi hoile, amani na havo ami. If I am thinking I am a Vaishnava, then I will not give respect to others. I will think they have to give pranam to me. Why I will give, no? And I will get the desire to attain pratishta, this prestige. My heart will become impure. I will not go to Krishna. I will go to hell. So one should not think I am a Vaishnava. This Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur actually he said, to think I have done this service, I have done that service, that is a sinful mentality. You should not think I have done this, I have done that. Guru Maharaj allowed me to do this or that. He gave me some power to do this or that. Thakurji gave me some power, but I will not do anything. So Vaishnavas should not think, oh, I am merciful, I give to others. So some Vaishnavas, they not want to give, but he was begging, can you give me? So if they would not give, then he would somehow steal it. They see behind the house there is some ditch before in the village, they will throw these leaf plates there. So he would find out and take this Maha-maha-prasadam from there. Bhojana karile patra, felaya jai, lukaya se patra ani, chati khai. So when the Vaishnavas would finish their eating, then they throw these leaf plates. Before that was Bengal, there was no plastic. Just they used these leaf plates and throw it behind the house. And then he would come out from his hiding place. He would go, say goodbye, go and then wait when they will finish eating. That time he would come and take these leaf plates and lick the remnants from the leaf plates. Shudra Vaishnavira ghare jai bhetalaya, ei mata tandra uchishta khaya lukaya. He would not go only to Brahmins, he would go to everyone. There's Shudras, whatever caste they are, because Vaishnava jati buddhi, if you think Vaishnava belongs to one caste, one jati, that is a hellish mentality actually. No? Vaishnava means Vaishnava. Who took shelter in Krishna, he is a Vaishnava. So he was born in this family, he was born in that family, he's from this country, from that country, he's whatever. This is no more important. So he would bring also some gifts to if some Vaishnavas who come from Shudra families, he also would go there. And also, from them, he would after take the Maha-maha-prasadam. Himself, he was born in a high-class Brahmin family, but he did not care for that. He went also to the low-caste families. If they are Vaishnavas, he had full faith. And after they threw away their plates, he was coming out from his hiding place taking. Bhunimali jati Vaishnav Jarutandra Nam Amrafala Layateha Gelatandrasthan. So once he came to one nice Vaishnava. His name was Jaru. Jaru means broom, no? Who is running sweepers from Bhunimali caste is that called. So they are sweeping means the lowest class. They are always dealing with the stool and all these things and some dead animals. Then they come and clean. But he was a Vaishnava, so his name was Jaru Thakur, the broom Thakur. Jaru means broom. So he went there and brought some mango, because mango surely something will remain. You cannot eat the whole mango. Some skin will remain, some fibers will remain, some seed will remain, something will be left, so that is sure some prasadam will be left over, some remnants. If you give some other fruits, some fruits you can completely devour, no? But mango you cannot eat everything, so that is very safe for him. Amra peta diya tandra charana vandila tandra patni retave namaskara kaila. So he brought this mango, gave pranam to his lotus feet, to Jaru Thakur's lotus feet, to his feet. And then he gave also namaskar to his wife. He was very, respecting everyone. Patni sahita teho achena basiya bahu samana kaila kalidasere dekiya. Also, Jaru Thakur and his wife, when they saw that Kalidas has come, they with full bahusaman, with so much respect, they greeting also. This is the beautiful Vedic culture. It's still, if you go to Bengal, how much respect people have, you cannot see that here in this country. In Orissa and Bengal, how humble the people are, it is touching, no? It is really touching. Once we were invited in one family, Bangladesh family here in Vienna.
Hindu family?
Many, of course. They invited Vishnu Maharaj, and I went with him. I think Narasingha Maharaj also. And they put, that was in some ordinary flat somewhere, and they put a new sari outside on the corridor, like to walk on it, new sari they put. And then inside everything clean, and then the old mother, she gave the garlands. She offered it, but how much respect she gave, just one garland to give.
Yes.
You cannot imitate that. With so much love and so carefully and so friendly, it was really touching. So this is the culture. Therefore Chaitanya Mahaprabhu appeared also in this land, because people are very loving, very respectful. And without respect, how you can practice bhakti, Love. Bhakti means loving service, so respect is necessary. So they both, Jaru Thakur and Kalidas, they respect each other very much. Ishta goshti katakhana Caritamrita sane Jaru Thakur kahe tandre madhura vachane. So they start speaking. Ishta Goshti means, what means Ishta Goshti? Not discussing who is cleaning the toilets, that is not Ishta Goshti. Nowadays Ishta Goshti means meeting in the temple. Who will do which service? This is also clear, because also connected to Krishna. But Ishta Goshti means also Harikatha. Speak about your Ishta. Ishta is Radha Krishna, Radha Govinda, Giriraj, who is our Ishta. So speak about him. So when two Vaishnavas meet, what they speak? Not what is going on in this world. They don't ask how are you, Vaishnavas ask, how is your bhajan? Not how are you, who are, when you ask how are you, whom we mean? We mean this body? Body is dead matter. How is the body? Dead. Okay. You mean a soul? Soul is Satchidananda. Why to ask? So it's not actually, there's no meaning. It's just some external things, no? Superficial things. But Vaishnavas, when they meet each other, they will ask, how is your bhajan? Then Jadu Thakur was speaking with a sweet voice. He said, Ami nicha jati tumi atiti sarvotama kom prakare karimu ami tomara sevana. Ami nicha jati. I am from low caste. Jadu Thakur said, I am a sweeper, I am very low. But to me, atiti sarvotama. You are the highest guest. Atiti means a guest coming without invitation, coming one guest. That is the best opportunity for grihastas to serve. Atiti seva is grihasta service, is grihasta dharma. And you are sarvotama. You are the best of all guests who can come to my place. So, in which way I can serve you? What can I do for you? I want. Agya deha brahmana ghare annalaya diye tahantu me prasada pao tabe ami jiye. Give me your order, agya deha. I will send some food to one Brahmin, he will cook for you and you can take prasad there. Because he himself feels I am not fit to offer prasad to one Brahmin. I am so low caste, how Brahmin will take here? So you give me order, I will pay one Brahmin, he will cook for you and you can take prasadam there. Then, if you do so, then I will be very happy. If you do like this, because I can please you according to the rules, according to the standard. But Kalidas had another idea. He did not want that. Kalidasa kahe Thakur kripa karo more tomara darshane ainu mui patita pamare. So, you see how sweet. Kalidas said, oh Thakur. Thakur means Lord. Please be merciful to me. I came actually, tomara darshane ainu. I have come to take your darshan only. I want to see you just. Darshane pavitra koro e tomara gun. If you see a Vaishnava, you're purified. Mui patita pamare. I am very fallen, I am very low class, I am nothing, so I just came to take your darshan. Pavitra hainu mui painu darshan kritartha hainu mora safala jivan. So now I am purified because I saw you. He said like that. I attained your darshan, so I am purified, I am happy. Kritanta hainu, now I am successful, full, I am happy. Mora safala jivan, my life is successful. I just saw you, I am happy with that. I don't want anything. But one desire he has. Eka vancha hoy jadi kripa karikar padaraja deha pada mora matedhar. But I have one desire. If you are merciful, then please give me the dust from your feet I put on my head. This I want from you. Very sweet, no? They're dealing with each other. Both are topmost Vaishnavas. There is none is actually Vaishnavas, we're not judging who is higher, who is lower, but both feel themselves lowest of the low and see the other one is my savior, he is purified. So there is one desire, but you have to be merciful. Give me the dust of your feet. Generally Vaishnavas don't want to give that, no. Therefore sometimes they're stealing from each other by force. Sometimes Mahaprabhu, he showed that example. He was stealing by force from Advaitacharya. Advaitacharya was 50 years older than Mahaprabhu. He was a high-class Brahmin. He was the leader of all Brahmins. And Mahaprabhu was young. But he stole by force the food dust of Advaitacharya. And sometimes vice versa. When Mahaprabhu fell unconscious, then they took. So, but here, Pada Raja Deha Pada Moramate Dhare. So please give the food dust of the dust of your feet on my head. Thakur kohe aiche baat kaite na juyai, amini chajati tumi susajanarai. Then Thakur said, what are you saying? This is not befitting. You cannot ask such a thing from me. Why are you asking? I am so low class. I am a sweeper. You are a Brahmin. How can you ask this? You, Aminicha Jati. I am low caste, but you are Sujjanarai. You are the best king, like a gentleman. You are such a high class aristocratic Brahmin. I cannot do this. No? Tabe Kalidasa shloka padishunaila. Shuni jadu thakera bhadasukha haila. But Kalidas, he's very learned. And he recited one shloka from Hari Bhakti Vilas. There it is recorded also. And when Jadu Thakura heard this shloka, his heart became very happy. That shloka was Name Bhaktas Chaturvedi Mad Bhakta Shvapachapriya Tasmai Deyam Tatograyam Sacha Pujo Yatahyam Yaham. Name Bhaktas Chaturvedi. Chaturvedi Brahmin, one who studied 4 Vedas. We cannot study 1 Veda. Kali Yuga brain, we cannot study 1. But one studied 4 Vedas, which is very rare. Name is not my Bhakta. Mad Bhakta Swapacha Priya. But who is a Swapacha and who is my devotee, he is dear to me, Krishna said. Who is Chaturvedi Brahmin but not my Bhakta, he is not so dear to me. Krishna loves the Brahmins, we should understand. Gourpremanande cha, it is said. He is Brahmanahita, he is affectionate, he is the well-wish of the Brahmins, but more he loves the Bhaktas. So one who is a Chaturvedi Brahmin but not a Bhakta, Krishna loves more the dog eater who is cooking dogs and eating them, but he is Krishna's Bhakta. Krishna loves them more. You see, Krishna does not take care of these external things. Now we think it's so important to be vegetarian. Krishna not speak that. Who is his Bhakta, who gives his heart, who surrenders to Krishna, Krishna accepts that. Tasmai deyam, to him you should give something. Because generally it's said in Gita, what is a sattvic dan, sattvic donation? The person has to be qualified, with respect you give and all these things. But to him you should give, Krishna says, tasmai deyam. To him it should give some donations. Tatograyam, from him you should accept whatever he gives. If he offers some prasadam, you should not think, oh, he's eating dogs. What he gives we should accept with respect. Because sacha pujo yatayam, he is as worshipable as I am, says Krishna. Who is a Swapacha? I mean, who is a Vaishnava? He will not eat any more dogs, don't worry. But he's coming from that family. That is his family background. So that is completely finished. Krishna says, by this bhakti punati man nishta swapacham api sambhavat. In Bhagavatam, by the bhakti that will clean your swabhava, your nature so much that even if you come from a dog-eater family, it's completely you become pure. Bhakti punati man nishta, who has nishta in me, Krishna says. Swapakam api sambhavat. From that nature to be a dog-eater, nothing will remain if you have faith in Krishna. So Kaviraj, he recited that verse, and the Jadu Thakur was also very happy to hear that. Then he recited another verse from Prahlad Maharaj's, from Bhagavatam, when Prahlad Maharaj is praying to Nrsimhadev. Viprat vishad guna yutadara vindanabha padara vinda vimukachva pachang varishtam manyeta darpita mano vachane hitartha pranam punati sakulam natu bhuri manaha. Similar meaning also. One who is a Vipra, who is a Brahmin, who has Dvishad Guna Yutad, who is 12 Brahminical qualities are there, like sense control, mind control, and cleanliness, and some knowledge, and all these things, 12 from tolerance, patience, all these things, Brahminical qualities. Who has these Brahminical qualities? Aravinda navapada aravinda vimukhat, but who is averse to the lotus feet, to your lotus feet, O Nrsingadev, he's praying. Who is Aravinda navapada aravinda, who you have like lotus navel. Who is averse to your lotus feet? A dog-eater is better than him. Who has fixed his mind on you? He's a Brahmin, all good qualities, but he's indifferent or averse to the lotus feet of the Lord. Prahlad Maharaj said, a Brahman, swapachang varishtam, he is better than him. In my opinion, he said, manye tat, I think. Prahlad Maharaj said, he's one authority. If he say, I think, this is like that. Manye tad arpita mano vachateni tata pranam. Who has given his heart, his mind, his speech, his all endeavors, his wealth and his life to you. Pranam punati sakulam. He is cleaning not only himself, he is cleaning also his whole family. But not the one who is just thinking he is a big Brahmin. Natu bhurimana. He's just imagining, oh, he's proud, I am a big Brahmin, I have qualities, I am better than others. He will not purify himself, he will not purify anyone else also. So that's Prahlad Maharaj's words. That also he quoted. And another one from Bhagavatam, also famous verse. Aho batashva chato garyanyat jiva grivartate nama tubhyam te pustapaste juhu shashnura arya brahmanuchu nama grinanti jete. Devahuti's words. Devahuti is the mother of Kapila, the mother of the Lord, Kapila Dev. And Kapila Dev instructed her on Bhakti Yoga. It's a big topic, many chapters in Bhagavatam. If you want to learn about Bhakti, very good to learn that. And then when she got the full instructions, then she said, Aho. She was astonished. Aho bata means, oh, how wonderful it is. Again, a shvapacha means a dog eater. Aho bata shvapacha togaryan yach jiva grevartate nama tubhyam. On if a dog eater is there on his tip of the tongue, your name is vibrating, your name is present there. Then he has done everything. He did all tapasya, he did all sacrifice, he took a bath in every single tirtha. He is actually one Arya. He is really one Aryan. So, and he has studied all the Vedas, everything he has done. He is qualified to do sacrifice, to do everything. He can do that. He has studied all the Vedas, he has done everything, but just body became a dog eater. But heart, his mind, his nature is pure. So these verses, Kalidas he recited, because Jaru Thakur, he objected, oh, I am so low class, so high class. Then Kalidas said, there is no low class in a Vaishnava. If somebody is a Vaishnava, we should always remember these words. If somebody chants Hare Krishna, on his tongue is Harinam, then we should not criticize him for this body. Whatever is, karma is there, but karma is one thing, and bhakti is another thing. By karma we can degrade ourselves, maybe do some bad karma, but bhakti still one can come up. Best example is Vritrasura. He was Vritrasura. Last life he was King Chitraketu. He was a great devotee. He was high class, but Parvati cursed him to become a demon. So body became a demon, but his Atman, himself, his bhakti became more. When he was in the demon body, he was such a high class bhakta that Parikshit Maharaj was wondering what kind of demon is he. When he prayed so beautifully to the Lord, this is with so much bhava he prayed, that I want to feel the separation from my Lord. Come on Indra, kill me, I will go back. He was fighting against Indra. He said, Indra, come quick, kill me quickly, I want to go to my Lord. I want to meet him. Then Parikshit Maharaj asking, who is this demon? How a demon can pray in such a way? Then Shukadev Goswami told the whole history how he became this demon. He was a great devotee in last life, and he was cursed by Parvati by some misunderstanding. But he took the curse and he gave pranam to the mother. Parvati said, I take your curse. Everything, anyhow, you see, life is like this. Sometimes good things happen, sometimes bad things happen. So it's already like that, so you curse me, it's just in the flow of life. And he went peacefully. His mind was not disturbed, nothing. Then when he left like this, Parvati was astonished. And Lord Shiva said, you see, this my devotees, the devotees of Narayan. Narayana para sarve nakuttaschana bibhyati. Svargapa varga narakesha pitulyata darshinaha. You see these devotees, they are not afraid of going to hell, not afraid going to heaven, not afraid to get liberation. For them is all same. This is Narayana para sarve. All of them who are Narayana para, who take Narayan as their life, who do service to Narayan, they are all like that. Nakuttaschana bibhyati. Never they are afraid of anything, in no place. Then Parvati was astonished. No? Lord Shiva said, you have done, actually it was a mistake what you have done. You see what a high-class devotee he is. So he came as Vritrasura and he challenged the demigods and defeated all the demigods. And then finally he was fighting with Indra. And then he started these beautiful prayers. That's another topic, it's beautiful. Beautiful part of Srimad Bhagavatam. And then he left. Went back to his Lord. So actually his body became degraded, but his bhakti became upgraded by the curse. So everything is favorable for bhakti. This is the good thing, good news. Good job is good for bhakti, bad job is also good for bhakti. Good Veda is good for bhakti, bad Veda also good for bhakti. Everything is good for bhakti. Everything is favorable. Yes, we have to see it like that. If you lose all your money, very good for bhakti, because you have to surrender to Krishna. If you have so much money, very good for bhakti, you can do so much service. Yes. Yeah, everything is good.
Really true.
For bhakti, everything is favorable.
With that money you can do anything.
But if you have no money, you can surrender to Krishna. Then you pray, Krishna, I have nothing, I am yours, please take me. No false ego. It's also good for bhakti, but you see in Bhagavatam, all are kings. All great devotees are kings. They have so much money, but they spend it for the service. So bhakti is always auspicious, always beneficial in any circumstances. And bhakti makes all circumstances also very nice. This is the point. See, Krishna, he is Supreme Lord. He took birth in the prison. What kind of Supreme Lord is he? Who takes birth in the prison? He took birth in the prison. His uncle wants to kill him. This is how he chose his own circumstances for his Leela. So, but by his bhakti, it's Krishna's Leela, everything becomes nice. That becomes more tasty. Krishna, okay, he's born in a palace. It's also nice. He's Supreme Lord, but he chose the prison house. So that is why if we want to make our life actually really successful, doesn't mean we have to earn money or get a high position or attain something like that. If it really should be successful, we need his bhakti. And therefore we're begging from the Vaishnavas that. And therefore also this is Kalidas, he is the example, how he made his life successful, not by his Brahminical qualities, but by begging from the mercy from the Vaishnavas. So, Shuni Thakur kohe Shastra ei satya kai, sei shreshta ei che jante Krishna bhakti hoy. So Jadu Thakur said, what you say, Shastra is always right. Of course. Shastra ei satya kai. Well, Shastra say truth. He is the topmost who has this Krishna bhakti. He's a swapacha, he's a dog eater, but he has Krishna bhakti, he is the topmost. Amini cha jati amara nahi Krishna bhakti, anya aiche hoye amaya nahi aiche shakti. I am low caste and I have no bhakti, so I have no spiritual power, I have nothing to give. That is not applicable to me. what you speak about bhaktas, that is true, because Shastra, this is Krishna's words. But it does not refer to me. I'm low class and no bhakti, so I'm not fit to give any mercy to you. There's a big purport. Prabhupada gave 2-4 pages purport to this point. So that is the main thing. The only thing is we have bhakti or no bhakti. This is the main. If you have money or no money, it doesn't care. You have husband or no husband, or wife or no wife, or children or job, or this or that, or some property, or whatever we have. We have or we don't have. Both things are good. But we have bhakti or not bhakti, this matters. And this matters now, but it will matter especially last moment we have in our life. And that last moment is waiting for us all. Now we saw just how Kadamba Swami, he left this world. But how he left, so beautiful. And he kept his devotion until last breath. And happily he left. He gave some message. He recorded it just a few days before he knew he would go. He recorded with the last strength he had in his voice and his body. He recorded one lesson, which should be published after his going. So there he's saying this, that realized we have to face this moment. And that is that we should collect in life. How much bhakti, how much blessings we can get from the Vaishnavas. Like Kalidas, he went, it was his sadhana, he went to all Vaishnavas and begging that mercy, and that we should follow. Then Kalidas did not say anything anymore, because what you can ask, say Suttas, where he was. That you see, that is the competition of the Vaishnavas. Not who is biggest, but who is lowest, who is the smallest, who is the more insignificant. They are fighting for that. Who is the last one, not who is the first one. In this world, everybody wants to be number one first. Vaishnavas are quarreling who will take the last place, who will be the servant of everyone. Because last means he will serve everyone. So everybody wants to be the last and serve everyone. Nobody wants to be the one who is to be served. That is the ideal Vaishnava community. Tare namaskari kalidasa vidaya magila jaduta kurta vetandra anubraji ahila. So then Kalidas gave his pranam to Jadu Thakur and asked for permission to go. Then Jadu Thakur, he went in his house. They were meeting someplace, so he went. When he left, Jadu Thakur, he left some footprints in the sand. Then when he left, Kalidas came back to the place and took this foot dust on his head and smeared it on his head. This is the ornament we want on our head. This is the ornament, this is Vaishnava's ornament. We have no gold rings, silver, these things. We have just one kantimala, one tulsi, one tilak, and the real dust. The real ornament is the dust from the Vaishnava's feet. Then he was hiding. He took that dust from Jadu Thakur, full with respect, with understanding. No? That is not dirty. So, he knew that is purifying. I will take this. This is a treasure. Krishna in 11th canto, he says, I am running after my Vaishnavas to get the dust on my head. I need it. I want to become purified. Krishna says like that. Then he was hiding somewhere near the house and was waiting. So inside, Kalidas, when he saw that mangoes, he in his mind offered it to Krishna. And then Jadu Thakur's wife, she took the mangoes, she prepared them, cut them, the skin and the seeds she left. And she took to Jadu Thakur, who took the mango and little of the seed you can chew, something always remains. And then when husband was finished, the wife she took also. And then they took everything. Jadu Thakur brought everything, was packed in some banana leaf, Before there were no plastic bags, they packed it in some natural stuff. So she packed everything and threw it out of the house. Everything is natural. And then Kalidas, he was just waiting in some hiding place where you can see that when something was coming, falling out, when they threw it, he came out. When nobody was there, he came out and took this this little banana leaf, what was left, some remnants was there of the mango, he licked that and he was with jubilation. Chushite hoy premete ulas. He was sucking this with premete ulas, with the full loving ecstasy. He took that. So in this way, he took the Maha-prasadam of all Vaishnavas from Gouda, from Bengal, and then he came also to Puri, to Jagannath Puri, and there Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, every day he was visiting Jagannath temple. And before entering to Jagannath, there is a Nishinga temple there. We cannot go with this white body, they don't allow us, but it is explained here. There is one Nishinga temple. When Mahaprabhu saw that he was chanting this Ito Nishinga, Parato Nishinga, I start chanting these Nishinga prayers. And then you go through some like a ditch where you wash your feet before entering into the temple. So Govinda was washing his feet, Mahaprabhu's feet, and nobody was allowed to take this Caritamrita. But sometimes some devotees, sometimes by some tricks they were trying, that is always we have to cheat also. Krishna is a cheater. So we also try to get Mahaprasadam from the Vaishnavas, here from Mahaprabhu. So but when Kalidas came, Mahaprabhu washed his feet there, then Kalidas took one handful of water and drank it in the presence of Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu did not say anything. And he took another hand and drank it. Mahaprabhu said nothing. He took a third hand and drank him. And then Mahaprabhu said, it's enough now. Okay, it's enough. But he allowed, this was the only one to whom he allowed it. Why? Because he had so much faith in that Maha-maha-prasadam of the devotees. You see, by the devotees' prasadam, you get Krishna's prasadam. Yasya prasadat bhagavata-prasadam. Yasya aprasadam nagati kutupa. If you don't get his mercy, if you displease Guru, Vaishnavas, Krishna will not give you also mercy. You can pray to Krishna, but you're making angry the Vaishnavas or unhappy the Vaishnavas. Krishna is not interested in your prayers. He knows everything. Because the Vaishnavas are his heart. So if you give pain to his heart and then pray, give me mercy, oh, I am your servant, but you give pain to his heart, what Krishna will say? He will not accept this service. He is not at all interested. So no one got this mercy except Kalidas, because nobody did such a sadhana to take the Maha-maha-prasadam of all the Vaishnavas. So in this way, this is the mercy of the Vaishnavas, this is the greatness of the Maha-prasadam also. Here it is said, if you take that Vaishnava's prasadam, this is so great that you get the topmost mercy of Mahaprabhu by that, if you respect the Vaishnavas. And so, tate Vaishnavera jhuta khao chadi grinna laja jaha haite paiva nija vanchita savakaja. So, therefore, give up hatred and hesitation and try to eat the remnants of the food of the Vaishnavas, for you will thus be able to achieve your desired goal of life. Just by taking Maha-maha-prasad, we can get everything. But how? It's also not just take it from his plate in front of others. That one has to do gentle. If nobody sees, therefore, if there is a feast, we are always eager to take away the plates after from the Mahantas. No? Then going around the corner and take little. No? Don't show it in front of others, I am so like that. One should not do that. This is Kalidas, how he did. Hidden he did it, secretly. This is my own secret. This is not to ring the bell and play some drums and showing what kind of Vaishnava I am and how much faith I have. No, that is secretly. Nobody has to know these things. One should not do it in front of the Vaishnavas. This is not pleasing to them. Then they are displeased, then you will not get mercy from the Maha-maha-prasadam also. Krishnera uchishta hoy maha-prasadanam bhakta-shesha hoyle maha-maha-prasada-akhyan. So Krishna's prasadam, Krishna's remnants are called Maha-prasad. But the remnants of the bhaktas, what they, the leftovers of the bhaktas is called Maha-maha-prasad. That is more, that is greater than Krishna's prasad. Mahaprasad is so glorious, but Vaishnavas, remnants are more. So bhakta-pada-dhūli are bhakta-pada-jala, bhakta-bhukta-avaśeṣa tina mahā-bala. These bhakta-pada-dhūli, the foot dust of the Vaishnavas, bhakta-pada-jala, the wash water, the foot wash water of the bhaktas, and the remnants of the bhaktas, tina mahā-bala. They have so much power, transcendental power. Should take advantage of these things if you get them. Take the food dust from the Vaishnavas, take if some Caritamrita from some Vaishnavas you can get, take it. In Vrindavan, when we come home from the parikrama and feet are completely dirty, where they wash the feet, you can always take that Caritamrita. One has to be greedy, to take. They have big power. Etina seva hoite, Krishna prema hoy, punna punna sarva shastre pukaryakai. Loudly the Shastras, they complain, they declaring. Pukar means calling, shouting. Shouting. Etina seva hoite Krishna prema hoy. By this service to them, if you serve these three items, you will get Krishna prema. That is very, very nice. So Puna Puna Sarva Shastra Pukaryaka. Again and again Shastra is glorifying these three. Food dust from the Vaishnavas, food wash water and their remnants. So, therefore Kaviraj Goswami says here finally, Tate bar bar kahi shuna bhaktagan vishwasa karya karo etina sevan. O bhaktas, Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami says, I say again and again, listen, O bhaktas. Vishwasa karya karo etina sevan. Develop faith and serve these three. Render service. Serve means honor them, respect them. Tina hoite Krishna naam premera ulas, Krishnera prasada tate shakshi kalidas. So from this, you get Krishna Naam Prema Ulas. You get the happiness, the pleasure of chanting Krishna's name. If you want, we have no taste for chanting Krishna's name, take some food dust from the Vaishnavas. If you come to Vrindavan, first roll in the ground there. Roll in the ground and take the food dust. And then chant Harinam, you will feel there's difference. It's not thinking, this is dirty, this is not dirty. Krishna is walking there, Vaishnavas is walking. So many sadhus do parikrama, they go there, so we take. Krishnera prasadatate sakshi kalidas. So this is the greatest mercy, this is real prasadam of Krishna. And the evidence is Kalidas. In his life he showed that. So I wanted to, some practical things for spiritual life. If you want to make progress, we need the mercy of the Vaishnavas. Absolutely necessary. Their prasadam, their food dust, this is not only what these gross things. Their prasadam is also their Harikatha. That is also their remnants. Because they take, Harikatha means what we listen from our Gurudev, we speak again. So this is the remnants of Gurudev. This is also, we should take this. This will also give great, great inspiration. So, Sri Caitanya Caritamrita ki jai, Srila Gurudeva ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Sri Kaviraj Goswami ki jai, Sri Kalidas ki jai, Sri Dharu Thakur ki jai, Sri Prem Purushottam Satchidananda Gaur Hari ki jai, Bhur Mangal Shri Naam Sankirtan ki jai, Gourpremanande.